Well, welcome back, everybody, to Satisfactory. I'm an old guy gaming, and in this episode, we are going to get our modular frame production line set up. And also, they came out with the Fixmas, Fix It Christmas update. So we now have little decorations on stuff, which is kind of cool. Look at that. Press E to open calendar. So I think this is help finding another enter a number. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what goes on with this, but it's supposed to show us Christmas events or something like that. But anyway, whoa, what the hell? Is that like a? That's crazy. Let's go see what this is all about. Are there goodies in here? There's another one falling down there. 15 Fixmas gifts. Special Fixmas buildings and parts can be obtained and produced from this Fix It holiday present. Watch the sky for deliveries from orbit. Oh man, they're falling all over the place. Oh, cool. All right. Well, anyway, let's get down to business today. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up probably a temporary, I don't know, maybe not a temporary, maybe a permanent, another awesome sink. And where I'm going to put it, at least for now, is over here in this little open area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed our excess copper cables into here, because I'm completely full up on them. And yeah, let's just put it right there, I guess. It's not clipping anything. Yeah, I'm completely filled up on them, and you guys were telling me in the comments that you can set multiple sinks up all over the map, and they all contribute to, you know, the same count. So we're gonna at least, you know, keep it there for now. And maybe, you know, later on we'll move it or we'll add another one or whatever. But that's the plan for this. Why can't I connect the power? There it goes. Must have been hitting the wrong thing. Okay, so we got that hooked up. And what I'm going to do is, see, this line is all stopped because it's completely full. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to output directly into there. And I want to actually look at something down below here. Why don't we set up another... Yeah. Let's set up another plug thingamadoodle. You know, floor opening socket thing. For this... conveyor lift hole. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we want it to be right there, and then we'll set one up here. Excellent. All right, now I'm going to remove the floor from both of these temporarily, just so I can see what I'm doing. And then we're going to output this and make sure it goes down to there and turns that way. Oh, that's not quite lined up, is it? Okay, so we need to hold this out a little bit. I guess... Okay, let's do this. Let's put one here temporarily, just as a marker. Excuse me. And I think we can... No, it doesn't look like it's going to let us put it in there while that one's in place. There. Are those lined up? Yes, they are. And that's lined up. Okay, cool. Now let's put this in here. Make sure it's popping out down there. Okay, that looks good. And then this one's probably too close too now that we saw what happened with that other one. So let's redo this. No, not that. I want this. So we had it there before. It's probably got to be here now, I'm guessing. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Now that one's a little further back. Can we just do a nice neat 90 right in there? Take a look. Look at that. Sometimes it works out. Okay, cool. So that's going to start feeding cables into the awesome sink, and it's going to continue producing more, so we shouldn't run out. And we can keep working on our coupon production, which, by the way, how many do we have now? We have 17 coupons. Very nice. Okay. Very nice indeed. Put that back in there. Okay. So we got that done. Nothing else except for maybe concrete is completely full yet. So everything else is still accumulating. That's our copper sheeting. This is our copper wire. And it's only up into the second one too. Concrete is going to be getting close to being full here. Are we all the way up the top? Oh yeah, we are. Okay, it's getting close. Okay, so our next, objective for today, for today's episode, is we're going to. Let me check these guys real quick. 184. Yeah, they're okay for now. I am going to need to get some more biofuel going. I got a full thing there and not quite a full thing there, but I don't have any more processing at the moment. All right, so let's see. Next thing on the agenda is that we are going to grab some reinforced plates, and we're going to start doing some upgrading to Mark II. You can see here that I have set up another reinforced plate production line. It's exactly the same as this one. Everything's exactly the same. But what this one's going to be used for is it's going to be used to feed reinforced plates into modular frames, because that's one of the ingredients. I don't have it running right now because I don't have the belt upgraded yet, but we're going to do that now. So we have over here several stacks of reinforced plates already made up, so let's grab those. And we have a lot of upgrading to do and adjustments to do to get things running more efficiently. So down below I have hooked up some more lines coming off of this miner down here, which is currently only running at half capacity. So we're going to put this back to full capacity and then upgrade everything to Mark II so that it can feed a total of 120 into both of these production lines, which is what it needs to run at 100% efficiency. So let's put that back in place, because we're running a total of 4 smelters off this line. Each smelter takes in 30 ore per minute. Okay, so let's run down there and deal with that. We also need to upgrade our concrete production line, and I don't think we're going to upgrade the copper production line. I think it's running as good as it's going to for now. We would upgrade it if we were going to add more constructors to it, but I'm not planning on doing that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into here, and I'm going to take and put this in the 0 slot, because most of the constructors I'm building now, I'm just upgrading to, I'm just copying them. And then the Mark II belt we're going to put in the number 4 slot. Okay, so how this works is really actually pretty easy to do. You just grab the Mark II, in this case elevator, point at the Mark I and click, and it upgrades for you automatically. So you don't have to rebuild anything. It's really nice in that regard. Also, I think, yeah, that should be good. Okay, and so let's do the same thing now with the belt. So we're going to hit the number 4 key and upgrade that to Mark II, Mark II, Mark II, Mark II. Okay, we'll hit the elevators up above. See how this is going a lot faster now, which is pretty cool. And then these also need to be, that needs to be Mark II. And did I must have already gotten that one. Yeah, okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to set this to run at 100%, which will now output 120 parts per minute. Okay. So we should have everything down below for that fixed up. Let's go back upstairs and get the top parts done, and then we can start that second reinforced plate production line. Okay, let's select the Mark II conveyors and upgrade that one, and that one. All right, good. So I think we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and fire this up. And now we will have 2 production lines making reinforced plates. Now, when we put down the, let's grab this and just plop it down here for a second. When we set up our modular frames, this only takes in or requires 3 per minute. Whereas this is outputting 5 per minute. So we're still going to have a little bit of surplus from here, which I'm going to keep this storage container here. So it basically, you know, once everything, all the buffers fill and it's all caught up, then we'll start to accumulate a few more of these in here, which is good because, you know, we need them. We need them for a lot of other things too, like upgrading the Mark II. All right, so we've got a full, actually, hold on a sec. I gotta think, make sure, do we need belts Mark II back here? I don't think so. Because you're outputting 30 per minute. Well, what are you inputting? 60 per minute. Yeah, and this belt that's outputting 60 per minute on the screws is at full capacity, but it's not backed up. It's running at 100% efficiency. So I don't think we need to upgrade any of these belts over here. It's mostly just the inputs that we had to upgrade. Let's just double check that. So you're outputting 30. This is a 60 belt, so you're outputting 30. That's a 60 belt. Yeah, so we should be good on those things. You're outputting 5 per minute. So yeah, so that's the thing. You have to kind of, you know, especially for a production line that you've already built, you have to take a look at all of the belts of the whole thing and make sure, you know, that you're upgrading what needs to be upgraded and not upgrading what does not need to be upgraded. Okay, cool. So you should be starting on plates. That's good. Now let's go over and take a look at concrete. For this line here, we're going to upgrade this too. And the reason we're going to upgrade this too is because we're going to tap into it for our modular frames or maybe our rotors. I haven't decided yet. So let's get the inputs on this upgraded to Mark II as well, which is going to be that belt there. And then this shouldn't need to, because it's only feeding one refiner, which is taking 28.5 in. So we don't need to upgrade that belt. In fact, we might not need to upgrade anything else at all on this line. This is really the only thing, because then we're going to come off of here. Here, let's do this. This is now Mark II. We're going to come off of here and go and cross over here to do the modular frames, because we have to support one constructor making rods. Okay, so the rest of this should be good, because these are all taking in 12 and a half. This should be 12 and a half, or no, 15 and 30. So that's just shy of 60. So we're good on this line feeding these here. Okay, so that takes care of this. Now, the concrete. We're gonna bump up the concrete so it's running at 100% efficiency. It hasn't been all along. Now, that being said, you know, we do have, we're almost completely full on concrete, but we might as well make it run at 100% efficiency. And then, you know, when it's completely full, we can either start feeding some of that into the Awesome Sink if we wanted to, or, you know, we're going to use it. We have a lot more building to do. You know, we're even though we're, I don't know what, 15 episodes into this series now, we're still just getting started. There's so much to do here. So, all right, so let's bump this up to max capacity. So now it's 120 parts per minute. And then we're going to select our number 4 belt and upgrade this to Mark II, that to Mark II. Mark II for this guy. Yeah, this is a really, really nice setup because it just makes it super easy to upgrade everything and not have to rebuild or anything like that. So it's good stuff. Okay, that's Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. All the way into there. We'll go look and see what needs to be upgraded over there when the time comes. Make this a Mark II elevator. And I think we're good. Let's do this, all of this stuff out here too before we go look at the factory itself. Elevator here, Mark II. Okay, and then we need to go down to our miner here and put it at 100% capacity. Might as well grab these present things while we're down here. Okay, so we have Mark II coming in. That's taking 45 per minute in. It's got a 60 line on it. So yeah, these all should be fine. We shouldn't have to change anything here. Uh-oh. Whoops. Can I get up here? Yeah. When we get our blade runners going, we'll be able to jump higher and stuff. All right, now, if you're taking 45 in and you're taking 45 in, we are going to need to upgrade. Yeah, see, that's merging into here and that's merging into here. I think we do need to upgrade these to Mark II. Let's do it. Because, together it's over 60, right? So, well, actually, hold on, though. That's 60. So that means when it's splitting off of here, it's only able to do 30 over here. Because 30's going into there, 30's going into here. So, yeah, it has to be Mark II. Okay. I think we're good otherwise as far as that goes. Now you are feeding 2 guys over here, and you guys are probably also taking in 45 per minute, right? Yeah. Okay, so this also needs to be upgraded to Mark II. This should not need to, because it only needs 45 per minute. And it can support 60. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. I think we're good on concrete production. Now, there's a couple things we could do with this, because we're just about full. We could, like I said, we could feed into the Awesome Sink. Let's see, is this Awesome Sink done here. No, we still have some leftover product from before that it's still eating up. So I'm just going to wait until that's done. This isn't completely full yet, but now that we've essentially doubled its output, it's going to fill up much quicker. So we'll worry about that when it's completely full. The other thing we could do is just set down some more storage and keep storing it, you know, because like I said, we are going to need it for later. And I think that takes care of our upgrades. We don't need to upgrade anything on our copper line. Let's just double check that again. So you are taking in... Where's our refiners? Where did I set up the refiner? Oh, I think they're over here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so you're taking in 30 per minute, and you're taking in 30 per minute. And we're running this whole line off of just these two refiners. And the constructors are 15 and 15 and 20 and 10. 10.05. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much even. It's 99.999% efficient. So we're going to leave that alone. Let it do its thing. Okay, I think, guys, we have upgraded everything we need to upgrade to Mark II. Oh, we are going to need to bump up the miner down, the iron miner down here. We don't need to do it quite yet, but we'll need to do it when we tap into this setup here, which is the next thing we're going to start working on. Alright guys, so I went ahead and set up a smelter here, tapped into this line here, coming into the smelter. This is set up for iron, taking in 30 per minute, and this is set up to do rods at 15 per minute, which we're going to probably adjust. So now what we're going to do is we need to figure out where we're going to position this guy. Probably, see, both the outputs are going to be coming from this direction, so it actually would make sense to keep the outputs over here. And if we just line this up here, like so, we should be able to go like this, and get that directly going into there. So that feeds our rods into here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just trying to think how I want to do this. We could either go up or down. Might actually make sense to go down. Let's see, is there anything in... Let's just look and see what we got going on down here. Yeah, we have clearance here. Okay. Yeah, I like that idea. So let's actually go down. So what we're going to do is let's put this back in place for the moment. And we're going to want to put a conveyor lift hole here. I'm guessing probably about there. No, that's too far out. Let's move it over to here. That looks about right. We might be able to move it in one more. That might end up being too tight though, but let's just see what it does. Okay, so now... oh, we need to also move it over this way too. There we go. Okay. So that should be good. And that is good. Alright, now let's, I know I can see like the little ghost outline, but it's just easier for me to do this with the thing removed so I can see what's actually going on down here. Okay, so we'll put that down there. That's all set up. And then I think for this one, let's get the lift hole in place first. So I think we're going to want that right there. That's probably further away than it needs to be. put it right where it turns yellow. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. And then again, let's get rid of that for a second. Put this down here and point it that way. Is that down too far? Yeah, it's down too far. Good. Okay, so that matches up. Now, to get this to go at a nice right angle, we're probably going to have to go down below to finagle that. I'm thinking. There is one thing we could try, actually. Let's remove that and remove this. If we put... Let's grab this. If we line this up with that, okay. Now let's put a thing down here and lower it. Wait a second. Alright, why isn't that going down? Oh, I think I need to reverse it. So to do that, we hold R and do reversed. There. Ah, it still doesn't want to go down. That's odd. Huh. I wonder if it's because there's nothing... What if we try it the other way? From down below. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think we want to go down one notch. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to run a line to here. Oh, no, that's... Those are both inputs. Alright, let's try this again. Alright guys, I am back. I had to go AFK for a while. Then I came back and I thought I was recording to finish this up, and I realized after the fact that I wasn't recording. Something I do all too often. So I think the only thing we fixed this down here. So yeah, let's look at this first. We had most everything else already in place, but what I did was, if you guys remember, I had set up a temporary drop over here, a conveyor hole. And then I lined it up with this one, and then I just ran the belt all the way over to that one, and then I plopped a merger down pointing straight to here to make a nice little 90-degree angle feeding into the assembler. So that's how we got that fixed. And then I just added the box here to receive the modular frames. We went over and underclocked this to 12 per minute, because this is what this requires, is 12 per minute. And then I also underclocked the smelter to 12 or output rather 12 per minute, which in this case is the same. We have one more assembler line to set up, and that's going to be rotors, and I'll see if I can tap into this refiner. We'll have to reset it a little bit and put a merger on it to help feed that, depending upon how we're doing at the end. There is one other thing actually that I need to do that I forgot to do, and that is that we need to increase the output of our miner by another 12 per minute. So let's run down and do that really quick. Okay, so we basically want it to do 72 parts per minute. Okay, and that's bumped up so it can handle handle all of the load on the input. And yeah, that takes care of our modular frames for that little part of our tier 2 project here. So yeah, all we have left is the rotors to set up, which we'll do in the next episode. And then when that's done, I have one more quick and easy milestone to do, which we'll do. I'll show you that in the next episode, and then we will be ready to advance to tiers 3 and 4. Now, what we have to do is make 50 smart plates for the space elevator, but what I think I'm going to do is just plop down an assembler by itself and then just feed the items into it that it needs to make 50 smart plates, and then we'll advance to tiers 3 and 4. I also want to think about starting to put some walls and a ceiling over our factory, and because the next major thing, well, actually the next major thing we're going to do is we got to get coal power going. So we have, we still have enough power to support it, but the challenge I'm running into now is it's running out of fuel very quickly. So I have to fuel it a lot more frequently. And so our very first goal when we get into tiers 3 and 4 is to get coal power set up. Now my plan for that at this point is to build a platform probably over that way. We have coal over there and we have water there. And then just have maybe just a roadway coming from there back to this platform. And that's the general plan anyways for the coal. One other thing that we'll look at before I let you go is we have now a total of 26 coupons in the Awesome Sync, which is awesome. So we'll look at that in the next episode too, and see what we want to get out of here, because there's a lot of things in here that I definitely want to get. The more coupons that we get, the more stuff we can buy out of here, and the fancier we'll be able to start getting with some of our builds. So I'm not planning on, being super duper super fancy, but I want to make things look good, and a little more than just the vanilla look to Satisfactory, which are these foundations and the orange walls and that sort of thing. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Share out the video. If you're interested, come and join us on the Discord channel. You can find the link to that in the About section of the YouTube channel and also in the video description. And also, if you want to come and hang out on a live stream, I do have links to those in the description too. I live stream on YouTube, but I also multi-stream to Twitch and Facebook as well. So if you're interested, links are in the description. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.